Alright, you delightful specimens of humanity, we are back here on the channel with more MyCareer Universe Mode. That is correct, we are on Monday Night Raw to kick things off here tonight as Christina Bennett makes her Raw return/debut. That is correct, she's back on the show that she was once the general manager of, and she'll be in action. You know, it's a bit of a warm-up match. Kind of like how we had a Smackdown match against Tamina. She's in a bit of a warm-up/tune-up match before Survivor Series sort of unfolds. We had a lot go down in the last episode, to say the least. I don't know what else to make of that last episode, other than what the crap was that. But we've got Christina Bennett. She's going one-on-one with fellow Clevelander, Dana Brooke, in a tune-up match of sorts here on Raw. And you know what? You've got to admire the champ here tonight. She's got the NXT gear on and, you know, repping her brand because she's, you know, proud of her show and all that jazz. You know, that sort of thing. She's always been quite spirited when it comes to Survivor Series. But here we go. Christina Bennett taking on Dana Brooke. So as per usual, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage. We're going to get to NXT in a little bit. Also, the timestamps are down below as well, so that way you can click on just going right to NXT or whatever. Rest assured, there is a reason why we are here on Raw. So, that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Hopefully, while we're enjoying this slightly different format, I figured, like, it would make more sense just to sort of follow everybody on their road to Survivor Series, since everything's more intertwined. It's a little bit more work on my end, but I think it's been worth it just because I've had fun just seeing where things are going. So either way around, let's just get right to the action here tonight. I'm excited to see this match. And of course, Christina Bennett's homecoming of sorts here on Raw. I'm excited, you all should be excited as well. Let's get right down to this. We've got NXT Women's Champion Christina Bennett with that NXT shirt, taking on Dana Brooke here on Raw. Why did my voice just crack like that? I have no idea. Bennett now going in with the punches and kicks, to say the least, here on Raw as well. Oh, and a huge chop. Oh, and Dana Brooke! Ref, the rope break. Thank you. I was going to say, we're probably going to get screwed on our old show here, on our old stomping grounds. So yeah, it's a bit of a homecoming here for the NXT Women's Champ. She hasn't been back on Raw since, well, she was Raw General Manager, so it's been a while. It has been a while. In-game, it's probably been a good year and a half. So that happened. Oh, and a huge cross body right there. Oh, come on! Oh, and Becky Lynch's music has hit. Of course, we're going to have Lynch versus Bennett at Survivor Series. Of course, Becky Lynch kind of set up this whole faction and faction situation here. Oh, but the champ saw it coming. She felt that attack coming from Dana Brooke. And she countered. Dana Brooke now posing a little bit for the crowd. Not sure what was going down there. Oh, and a huge slap right there. Huge maneuver right there from the NXT Women's Champ as Bennett goes in for the cover right here. And a kick out right there from Dana Brooke. Not even a 1 count, but you know what? She's in it to win it. Oh, and a huge counter from Brooke right there onto Bennett. Oh, and a huge elbow. Oof. Just oof. That is all. Bennett now escaping the hold. Oh, and right to the knees. As Dana Brooke now tries to escape the wrath of the NXT Women's Champion. Of course, that's probably only fired up. Huge tornado DDT right there from Bennett. What's the champion going for here? What's she doing? Oh, and she's got an STF of sorts locked in on Dana Brooke for realizing that she might not have it all locked in. Huge running drop kick onto Dana Brooke. Another huge running drop kick right there to the knees as well. Dana Brooke here might be in a little bit of trouble here. I think Bennett might be going for it here. She might be looking for it here tonight. She might be looking to put away Dana Brooke here on Monday Night Raw, our opening matchup here tonight. Oh, and she hits the hammerlock DDT. That might be it, people. That's probably all she wrote. And the NXT Women's Champion, distraction and all, puts away Dana Brooke in fiery fashion here tonight. What a match as you saw right there. Dana Brooke trying to put things away early on the champion, but that kind of did not pan out in Dana Brooke's favor. Huge comeback right there. Dana Brooke just didn't really get a chance to get out of the box, even with the distraction from Becky Lynch. This was certainly all the NXT Women's Champion here tonight as she builds momentum heading into Survivor Series. What a dominant showing here tonight. Can she keep this momentum going? She'll need any and all momentum heading into Survivor Series, and as she can, before she takes on Becky Lynch. Oh my god, what is happening? Kevin Owens is going right for Cesaro. Of course, Kevin Owens, one half of the Tag Team Champions over on NXT, alongside Sami Zayn. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. My apologies if you were listening to that on headphones. What in the world? This just got like obnoxiously loud all of a sudden. I don't know why, but either way, Cesaro and Sheamus, they are the Tag Team Champions for both Raw and SmackDown. So, yeah, of course we saw Sheamus and Cesaro take out Sami Zayn. So we're going to see how that pans out, but it looks like Kevin Owens is trying to get a little bit of revenge, so to speak, on behalf of his friend and fellow tag team partner. Making a pit stop to Raw. I feel like that... This is all starting to add up. This is really, truly starting to add up, my dudes. It's almost as like the NXT people got, like, smart, and they were like, yeah, if there's, like, one of us going to one of the shows, like, at least another one of us should go along. Oh, and Kevin Owens with a huge move right there. And a stunner! And Cesaro is down for the count, people. Cesaro is down for the count. Alright, everyone, here we go. We are on SmackDown this time around. Again, as I, subtle reminder, we got Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown, and Wednesday Night NXT here on the channel. That's how we roll around here, but we've got Becky Lynch making her way down to the ring, and oh, snap. Oh, man, it looks like the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Bennett, has made her arrival here on the blue brand against Becky Lynch here tonight. Bit of a payback, potentially, from Monday Night Raw, possibly. Possibly. Becky Lynch now just pacing about the ring here tonight. Waiting for the champion to get back outside the ring. Oh, and she does! And Becky Lynch is both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. These two will be facing off against each other at Survivor Series. Not for any titles or anything, but of course the good old brand supremacy. That's just spiraled out of control. The NXT Women's Champion is bringing it to Lynch here tonight. But is that enough? Okay, now I can't see anything. Frickin' pole. Or ring post, rather, if we want to get technical, but Oh, right for the arm! Oh my god, what is going on around here? And Drew McIntyre picks up a massive win here tonight against Lars Sullivan. And what in the world just happened? Oh my god, did you all just see that? But what is going on here? Oh, it looks like Trent 7, the NXT North American Champion, has arrived here on the blue brand to go after Drew McIntyre. These two will indeed square off. McIntyre tapping out, very interesting indeed. Oh boy, this is gonna be a slugfest. There's no other way around it. Just somebody just send help immediately. Just send the wambulance. I'm still trying to figure out what we just saw right before that. Oh my god. Of course, in the previous episode, we weren't quite sure what was going to go on with the NXT North American champ. But it looks like he's doing okay, which, you know, that's always fine and dandy and quite swell indeed. I mean, you know, I would assume that your life would be a little bit changed and, you know, there'd be some damage after getting a random match with the Big Show. So, yeah. Oh, God. But McIntyre fends off the attack here tonight. My voice just cracked. And while Drew McIntyre has successfully fended off an attack, it seems like NXT's kind of sneak attacks here have kind of backfired for them tonight. But what are things going to look like once we get back to the Mothership show? Let's find out. Alright everyone, and welcome back. We are here at NXT. We've had quite the eventful first two little sections of this episode. I hope you like sort of the format as to where things are sort of going. But either way around, we will have our NXT Women's Champion, Christina Bennett, in action here tonight. Seems as though as if Dana Brooke got kind of salty about how the match turned out on Monday, given the distraction and so forth. And thus, we are getting a bit of a rematch here at NXT, but it's no surprise that the NXT Women's Champion has been keeping a bit busy, of course, with the match on Monday night. Then, of course, showing up to exact a little bit of revenge against Becky Lynch for the distraction on said Monday Night Raw. And well, now we're sort of coming in full circle here tonight on NXT. What in the world? Why is Drew McIntyre with Dana Brooke? I mean, this is even stranger than Big Show. And we will also hear from Big Show later on in NXT because I need to know what the crap happened last time on the channel. Either way, can we get some answers about this? I'm assuming it's probably Becky's idea, but we're gonna find out. I don't understand this whatsoever. We need answers more now than ever, and I feel like the more and more we get closer and closer towards Survivor Series, the more and more I'm getting confused. But what I'm not confused about is that we are about to have a rematch from Raw involving the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Bennett, taking on Dana Brooke here tonight, here on NXT in the Champion's home turf. And for whatever reason, Dana Brooke has Drew McIntyre in her corner. So, yeah, that's happening. Here we go. We've got Bennett versus Brooke here tonight. Now, the champion defeated Dana Brooke in about like 2 to 3 minutes on Raw. So, oh, counter right away from Dana Brooke. Maybe Dana Brooke did a little bit of homework. Oh, and the champ is going right at it. I think she's trying to just put her away early. A very smart strategy keeping her away from her corner. I will give her that. See, the champ's learning. She has been learning just in general. I just don't know where this is going to go because right now we currently have Drew McIntyre, the Intercontinental Champion, over on Smackdown, taking on NXT's North American Champion, Trent Seven. So I don't know what in the world Drew McIntyre is doing here in this matchup. Everything's intertwined. Oh, and a huge drop kick to the outside. Oh my god, she just totally yeeted her off the apron right there. Oh, and a huge frog splash on the outside to Dana Brooke. The action's tumbled back inside the ring right here. Bennett now at the top here tonight. Dana Brooke now trying to get back up on her feet. This has been the champion all match long. Huge Meteora from the... Oh, dagnabbit, Drew! Can we talk about the height difference for just a second here? The NXT Women's Champ's only like 5 feet tall. Drew's like 6.5 feet tall almost. That's quite frankly about the freaking story of my life. So, relatable video game moments right here, people. Oh, the champ. Huge drop toe hold. Right to the mat, right to the canvas. Maybe Dana Brooke wanted the rematch and Drew McIntyre was like, yeah, I'm just gonna annoy the crap out of the NXT Women's Champ because she's bothering our Women's Champ. Maybe that's the case. Who the crap knows at this point. Dana Brooke now going in for the cover. Oh, and Bennett now kicking out right at 1. Huge elbow right to Dana Brooke. Counter from Brooke right here. Oh, taking down the NXT Women's Champion. It seems like Dana Brooke watched the tape from Monday Night Raw, and I would hope so, given the decisive fashion. Huge drop kick right there. I pooped out there for a second. Oh, God. That might be it, people. That could very well be it. Oh, and Brooke kicks out. Dana Brooke kicks out right at 2. I think even Drew's like, what the crap's going on, Dana? Come on. Get it together. Huge counter from Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke now going in for something major here. Maybe a suplex of sorts. Showcasing the strength. Taking her good old time, which might come to bite her in the butt. Who knows at this point. Huge suplex and Dana Brooke now into the cover. And Bennett kicks out, not even at a 1 count. It's going to take a lot to take down the champ. Huge elbow right to Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke now posing for the NXT Universe here. Oh, huge move right there. And into an elbow drop right there onto Dana Brooke. I was trying to pin like towards the bottom and it wouldn't let me. I'm just going to throw that out there to the masses. But a 2 count and Dana Brooke gets out of that hold right there. Dana Brooke, now what's she going for here? Huge submission hold. Can the champ power through? Oh, and a huge counter right there. Counter from the champion once again. Oh! Huge kick right there from Dana Brooke and into a drop kick. Definitely some offense coming out of the box right here from Dana Brooke. It seems like Drew McIntyre is probably, you know, a factor in this match. But 2, she definitely studied the tape from Monday Night Raw, and you know what? You've got to give credit where credit is due sometimes. Dana Brooke is looking to make a statement here. I mean, imagine if Dana Brooke beats the NXT Women's Champion. Like, what do you make from that? Oh, but Bennett now. Oh, setting it right in the corner. Oh, misses the drop kick. Dana Brooke now looking to capitalize as Brooke now goes in for the cover. Oh, God. And Bennett kicks out. Oh, and Bennett now. Huge move right there onto Dana Brooke. Oh! Counter right there from Dana Brooke. Oh! But McIntyre's right there once again. Huge springboard elbow onto Dana Brooke here tonight. Good Lord. This has been a lot closer than maybe some of y'all, including myself, may have expected, but you know what? That just shows Dana Brooke wants to just keep fighting and keep going. That sort of thing. Huge double front drop kick, just a huge stomp right there. And the champ now just dragging Dana Brooke towards the ropes right here tonight. Champ's doing something here. What is she going for? Champ's going for something major here. Oh! And a huge suicide dive from the champ here tonight. Oh! Hang on here. What was that? I think we unintentionally saw a double team right into the steel post right there. Referee's at a 4 count, but Dana Brooke breaking up the pin, wanting to get a decisive win against the NXT Women's Champ here tonight. Huge counter from the champ right here. And even the champ wants to get a decisive victory here tonight. Oh! She's going for it. She is going for it. Oh, and Dana Brooke scouted her out. Dana Brooke has scouted out the champion. But the damage might already be done here. Oh, and a huge DDT. Bennett now going into the cover. Oh, and a sneaky DDT. Your patented trademark DDT onto Dana Brooke is what cost her. Wasn't that hammerlock DDT? I think we saw a double team right into the post right there. So, why didn't the referee call for the DQ? Come on. What in the world were we just witnessing here tonight? But what a matchup. This was certainly something else here tonight, including that huge maneuver right there. What a win right here for the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Bennett, here tonight, wearing the black and gold loud and proud. She picks up a huge win and, you know, tries to avoid Drew McIntyre at all cost in this celebration. So, yeah. Let's see what happened. Why was Drew out here? Alright, well, hopefully let's get some answers here from our Intercontinental Champion, Drew McIntyre. What you people think about me doesn't concern me because you're not important enough to matter. Me, though, I have enough pull to be given the time to come out here and say what's on my mind, thanks to the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Of course! What else? Lately, I've been confused by a certain WWE superstar that thinks he's just as good as me, which is laughable at best. I mean, look at what happened last week. Still, I'm not one to shy away from putting people in their place to remind them of who the king of the playground is and who belongs outside of it. Let me make myself clear. I'm talking about your so-called NXT North American Champion, Trent Seven, your cookie-cutter superhero. This is the real world, and I make a living at bringing people like him to my world and my kingdom. A very ugly, sadistic, evil kind of world. Come step in my ring and see exactly what I'm talking about. What's up with the hand motion right there? I feel like I do that, like it's definitely an Italian thing almost. Oh my god. But it seems like we might finally get some answers here. And also, Drew McIntyre, well, he got kind of sneak attacked from the North American Champion, as we saw at SmackDown. So yeah, oh man, these timestamps are going to be something. I'm just thinking about that right now as I'm recording it. Oh my god, like imagine you have like no context or anything like that. I just sounded like I was just kind of dying right there, but here we go. This is a confrontation that I feel like we can certainly appreciate tenfold. But why was Drew out there earlier in the women's division match? Like, I'm trying to sort this out, and other than Becky Lynch sending him, I can't think of anything else. I just don't get it, fam. I don't get it. But let's see what Trent Seven's got to say here, because I need answers. We need answers. Don't worry, everyone. I've come to rescue all from this guy. He doesn't realize how completely boring he is. He's more focused on himself, or apparently all of us, in terms of the champions, more so than any of you. So I'm here to show why the WWE Universe matters more than him. It's always great when another superstar volunteers himself as the latest in a long line of losers. I'm sure you're of the utmost confidence to face me in this ring, but you really don't know what you're up against. So that's why, going forward, if anyone that's going to Survivor Series is in a match, I'm going to be in the opposite corner. That's what Becky told me. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't care about you. I don't care about your problems. I don't care where you come from or what you have to say. But what I do care about is that you're taking up time in my ring and on my show. That's the kind of thing that I can't let go unanswered. And, you know, you're giving everybody else problems, and so their problems become my problems because of Survivor Series. If you don't stop spreading lies or defending your champions, I'm going to be forced to seal it for you. You have about 3 seconds to decide about how you want to leave this ring. You can walk out or you can be carried out. Makes no difference to me. I'm not sure what hole you crawled out of and how you managed to climb your way into this business, let alone the Intercontinental Championship. But it's time to go back, never to emerge again. You don't have what it takes to really succeed here. You don't have the grit or tenacity to be anywhere close to a superstar like me, or, quite frankly, anybody else in that NXT locker room. And I'm willing to prove it. It doesn't matter when and it doesn't matter where, but I'm always ready to fight and be in people's corners. Doesn't mean I'll fight just anyone, though. Nuh-uh, it doesn't work like that, friend. I need a good reason to fight, and you've got nothing for me. I will make sure that none of you make it to Survivor Series. Oh, snap. You absolutely sicken me. Superstars like you are ruining it for the WWE and the legacy of this industry. I appreciate the history of our business, but you spin its face. People like our NXT Women's Champion also respect and appreciate the history of our business. You're a parasite that's slowly ruining the future of this company. And Drew McIntyre here facing off against the North American Champion. He's kind of got a point there. So it seems like Drew McIntyre... Oh, and a huge headbutt. Jeez, oh man. Seems like Drew McIntyre is just going to be in like everybody's corner moving forward. Which, if we remember from OG Universe Mode... And Trent 7 going right for Drew McIntyre here tonight. If we remember from Universe Mode, Season 2, that was literally what Drew McIntyre was doing for quite some time, actually. Oh, and McIntyre with a huge slam, massive counter right there onto Trent 7. But yeah, if we remember from Universe Mode, that was basically Drew McIntyre's kind of role, was sort of that enforcer type of character. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on here tonight. But we've just received word that there will be a main event involving the North American Champion, but Drew McIntyre takes down Trent 7 here tonight. I don't know where this is going to end up, fam. I truly do not know. Oh, thank God, we're finally going to get some answers from good old Big Show here tonight. Why was he here last week? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like... I mean, I get that he's on Raw and everything, but we need answers, fam. I have something to say, so everyone shut up and listen. The WWE has been overlooking me, and I'm sick and tired of it. Things are about to change, whether you like it or not. Well, that was certainly succinct enough from Big Show, but oh my God. Samoa Joe. Okay, this could get interesting. Alright, Joe, please take care of Big Show. Please. I don't know where this is leading towards, but I'm excited. I mean, I feel like if anybody on our NXT roster could probably take down Big Show, it's probably this dude right here. I'm just saying, Joe doesn't go down without a fight, people. That's all I gotta say. But holy cow, this is interesting. Just grab your snacks. We still got a main event to get through as well here in this episode, so it's going to be quite interesting to say the least. Of course, Drew McIntyre brought somebody over that apparently I guess he knows quite well, so who knows? Who knows what's going to go down, but what I do know is that Samoa Joe is indeed confronting Big Show. Of course, we saw Big Show last time, well, pretty much decimate the North American Champion, so that happened. You have got to be kidding me with this. You need to get yourself together, go back and actually get some real wrestling training before you can even think about getting into the ring with anyone here on our roster, let alone with me. You're years away from being able to beat me, but I would love to watch you try at Survivor Series. You want a challenge? I'm your challenge. Look, I've seen the way you treat other superstars, and it's time to stop. It's time to put you in your place. Since I know I'm more talented than you, there's no better superstar than me to show you what's what. I hope you're ready to learn how to be a real superstar and start showing some respect. Oh man, these two are just having a face-off for the ages, people. Samoa Joe is not backing down whatsoever. Oh, Jesus, he is not backing down from Big Show. Not at all. Oh, thank you, Samoa Joe. We truly do not deserve Samoa Joe. We really don't. Thank you. We don't deserve Joe. We really don't. So it looks like we're also going to get Samoa Joe and Big Show. And again, we're going to go through in Survivor Series in its entirety because why not? So, yeah, we're not going to do the elimination-style tag team matches. We'll just briefly breeze over those results because we've already got the Champions versus Champions matches, the Champion versus Champion matches, I should say, and we've got this match tacked on. So it looks like Samoa Joe will be taking on Big Show, representing NXT, and you know what? I don't think if Joe can't beat Big Show, then I don't know who could really defeat Big Show here from our roster. I truly don't. But who knows what could happen. I mean, we're getting Samoa Joe versus the Big Show at Survivor Series. So that's going to be quite nougaty and quite interesting, to say the least. Huge backbreaker from Big Show as Big Show gets a little bit of an edge here against Samoa Joe. But people, we still got a main event to get through. Let's just see what happens next on the road to Survivor Series. Alright, here we go. My headset almost fell off. I was like just trying to get comfortable and situated, and my headset almost fell off. But here we go, main event time. We've got the North American Champion, Trent Seven, in action. It looks like the NXT Women's Champ is right in his corner once again this week. Because, well, they've got history as we saw in Universe Mode. They made it to the finals of Mixed Match Challenge, not to mention Drew McIntyre kind of butted in her business earlier this evening, as we saw. So it's only fair, right? Right. But who is Drew McIntyre going to bring down to the ring to take on the North American champ? We're about to find out in just a moment here, people. But what a matchup that, it's got to be main event worthy because this is the main event. So who knows? How much will Drew McIntyre stick his nose into this matchup? I have no freaking idea. But the odds have been evened up at least, just a little bit. Because, you can't underestimate either champion at this point. I mean, granted, that whole situation didn't end well with Big Show in the last episode, but it's Big Show. So hopefully things pan out a little bit better for everybody here in this final matchup on this episode. Holy cow, it's been recording for a while, but I've been taking a lot of breaks, so there's that. Oh, this is quite interesting. Jinder Mahal. Of course, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre go back quite a bit, to say the least. Where is Drew? I thought he was going to be up here at ringside. Come on, dude. What happened? Thought you were going to be in this man's corner, all ride or die or whatever. Come on. Either way around, I'm excited to see what this matchup is going to look like. Why does Trent Seven get into these... How does this poor dude get into these situations seemingly every episode on Universe Mode? Or MyCareer Universe Mode at this rate. But what's going to happen? Let us find out. Alright, we are finally here at our main event. Full disclaimer, this is my second time recording this sort of entrance over because, well, I kind of dropped my headset while I was stretching, so that happened. But no matter what, we've got ourselves an interesting match about to be underway here in our main event. As we saw earlier this evening, well, I just sound annoyed at this point, like, again, earlier this evening. Well, either way. So, we've got the NXT North American Champion, Trent Seven. He confronted Drew McIntyre, but that was after Drew McIntyre explained how essentially he's going to be in everybody's corner leading up to Survivor Series. So everybody's got to basically find, like, a buddy at some point. And, well, that's pretty much why the NXT Women's Champion is out here. Which, you could argue, well, why doesn't he just pick Samoa Joe or, like, Kevin Owens? Well, they've got their own battles, as we saw Samoa Joe. He's going after Big Show. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, if Sami Zayn does get medically cleared in time for Survivor Series, those two will be taking on Sheamus and Cesaro. And, of course, the NXT Women's Champion has her issues with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is nowhere to be seen, of course, here tonight. But we're going to see who will be taking on the North American Champion here in the main event of NXT here tonight. And hopefully things pan out better this week than they did last episode. Because that was when Big Show somehow came into play. And lo and behold, it is Jinder Mahal. These two, honestly, like, the glow-up is real, first and foremost. But two, Drew McIntyre did hold up his end of the deal. Of course, Drew McIntyre, we saw earlier in the episode, in the corner of Dana Brooke, and he kind of sent the NXT Women's Champion kind of through that post, if we saw correctly earlier. How that was not a disqualification, I don't know, but, we've got an interesting matchup, and I low-key feel bad for the North American Champ here tonight, because last episode it was Big Show, this episode is... Can Trent Seven just catch a break for once? Let's be real. Dude's pulling in overtime. On all these different matches at this rate. Let's see what happens here tonight, people. Let us just see what happens here. I'm intrigued by this matchup, so let's just see what happens. Alright, so apparently I screwed up the match enough to where I had to restart it. So that just happened. Either way, we've got ourselves a battle here between Trent Seven and Jinder Mahal. Of course, Jinder Mahal really hasn't had much momentum, really. I mean, back in Universe Mode, he was kind of in the #1 contenders picture for the United States Championship quite a bit, but what a bit of a momentum shift right there for good old Jinder Mahal here tonight. It's Mahal, huge knee right to Trent Seven as he goes in for the cover. Can Trent Seven pick up a win here tonight and build some momentum towards Survivor Series? But hey, Drew McIntyre kept his promise. He's in everybody's corner apparently. Apparently, that's sort of, I guess, his role, which is interesting because he's technically the Intercontinental Champion. But who's keeping track at this point? And don't y'all worry, we'll have the matches in the description if we haven't had them already. Oh God, is Jinder okay? That's what I would like to know. Oh, and a 2 count right away? Okay, why am I surprised by that? Oh, rolls on through. Oh, God dang it, Drew. Why are you doing the things that you do? Oh. Jinder Mahal now trying to go for an upset here. Oh, but the North American Champion kicks out right at 2. Out of a small package. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, and a huge elbow right to Jinder Mahal. Oh, and Mahal now capitalizing though. Huge move right there from Jinder Mahal. Holy crap. It's been taking a while for me to record this, and I'm just now realizing this. Why am I like this? Well, I've been taking a lot of breaks, and just forgetting to press not record. So, yeah, that's the only reason why it's looking a lot longer on my end. But here we go. Huge submission hold right there. Bit of a chop right there. Bit of a counter right there from Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal is really just mopping the floor with the North American Champion here and there, getting some good offense in. Huge face slam, but Trent Seven wisely goes outside the ring here tonight. Trying to get some space from Jinder Mahal. Wise strategy going back into his corner. Huge clothesline right there. Oh, God dang it, Jinder. I always get thrown off with those counters. Oh. Jinder Mahal now. Oh. What's Jinder up to here? I feel like my voice is cracking, and that's probably just because I need water. Alright, here we go. Jinder Mahal with the underhanded tactics. That just sounds about how on pace this whole Survivor Series team with Drew and company at this point. Or it's rather Becky and company because she's sending everybody out everywhere. So there's that. I have no idea why I turned on the little indicator thing, but I did apparently, so yeah. I don't know if it's going to be like that the entire time. Huge snake eyes right there from Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal now. Another snake eyes once again. Oh, and a huge move right there from the North American Champion. He's got to keep Jinder in his corner or else like Drew's just going to get involved, and I feel like, you know, that's just sort of how things are going. Oh, and a huge suplex right there into the cover. Could this be it? Apparently that was it. But what a huge victory here tonight for the North American Champ against Jinder Mahal here tonight. The odds were indeed evened out. And thankfully, very little shenanigans happened, but just enough to cause a little bit of a distraction here tonight. Jinder Mahal tried to do whatever it took to win the match, but it was ultimately that suplex that caused all the damage here tonight. Here on Universe... Pete Dunne! What? Oh my god, what is going on around here? Oh, and the managers are getting involved here in this match. Or post-match, rather. Oh, God. What in the world? He just... What is going on here? The managers are trying to figure out what their moves are going to be. Moving ahead. Oh, and a huge elbow right there from Trent 7. Oh, and it looks like the NXT Women's Champion just drop-kicked the WWE Champion, Pete Dunne. I mean, these two have got history up the wazoo with each other. Oh, another huge maneuver right there. What is going on? Just slowing down the pace. I feel like with every single episode we're getting more questions than we're getting answers at this point, but that's what the Build a Survivor series is all about. Pete Dunne just went after Trent 7 after his match. Where's Finn Balor in all this? Like, maybe he's just like, I'm not dealing with this drama. See you at Survivor Series. I really wouldn't blame the dude. But there you have it, people. Like, this was wild. I mean, even the NXT Women's Champion freaking drop-kicked the WWE Champion. What is going on around here? Either way, we're going to find out more and more as the series progresses. Even if it takes me 10 years to record each episode and then 10 years to edit each episode. I'm having a lot of fun with this arc. I hope you all are having a lot of fun with this arc and a lot of the history that's sort of interweaving and so forth. So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. What do you all think will happen on the next episode of Good Ol' Universe Mode? Now that we're starting to get more and more depth and we're getting closer and closer to Survivor Series, let me know what you all think down in the comments down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc. And yeah, that was my former instructor voice right there. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for all the love and support for this series. I've had a blast and I hope you all are as well. I will see you all around later.